Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Afternoon Drive Home on IC Radio. We're in the town of Geraldine, Alabama, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, North Alabama, channel 182 on Charter Communications. You can also find us on Worldwide TV. That's Abundant TV, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. IC and IC Radio stands for In Christ Radio. It also stands for I Can See You on the Radio. So that's how we get all of that. You can also download our apps, which is really easy to do. Go to the website, icradio.media, and you'll see a little section kind of halfway down the page. You'll see something that says download apps that's on Android or on Apple phone. Really easy to do. Just make sure you remember what your password is, okay? Because you can't download it, and it is a free app. So a lot of folks have sent me messages saying, well, Donna, it says a store. That doesn't mean a thing. That means that you still, these is free. Absolutely. And also we have the top 25, which is announced every single Friday. And so you need to listen to this next interview right here because you probably will be suggesting some of her funds or some of her songs. And that's really easy to do to suggest. All you have to do is go to the website, download the app, and then there will be a section where you can just type in the name of the singer and you'll be able to look at all the different songs they have written. And then you'll just click on whatever song you'd like to have airplayed and go from there. And Linda, I got really tickled with one of our listeners. She said, well, Donna, I don't want to do that because I don't want to put extra work on you and Phil. And I said, no, really, it's not, you're helping us out. It's one less thing we got to do if you request a song. So we'll make those announcements again on Fridays. It's usually Friday morning. Sometimes it takes me a while to get everything together because we have so many folks who do suggest songs, but that's just the way it goes. And we're real happy to do that for you. That's just another service for you. I have with me right now singer, and I've met this lady before. It's going to be at our church coming up pretty soon. Her name is Linda Senn. She is with Linda Senn Ministries. And I'm really glad to have her on the show. How are you doing today, Linda?
I feel great. How are you?
Well, I'm doing pretty good too. I haven't had time. This is our taping day. We tape all days on Mondays and Tuesdays. So I must be doing okay. I don't feel strange or anything. So anyway, I must be doing okay. But it's so glad to have you on the show. Let's talk about your music. How would you identify your style of music?
Uh, I just I don't know how to describe it. I do a lot of bluegrass, Southern gospel, um, and country gospel.
Yeah, I would say I really don't know if we put you in a category because you do all the above. So
Yeah,
and that's really good. I think it's really good. It keeps you unique as well.
yeah. I, I'm sorry, I didn't
So that keeps you
understand.
unique. It keeps you unique since you do so many.
Yes, yes,
Now, I asked you if you were a songwriter earlier. You said you're not a songwriter, but you do have someone on staff who writes your music for you.
yes, I do. That's Ken Robinson. He's from Panama City.
Mhm.
Uh, he does most of the songs, writes most of the songs that I sing.
Mhm. Now, you're going to be coming to our church pretty soon. I'm really excited about that. We go to Lookout Mountain Cowboy Church, and this is not the first time you've been to a cowboy church.
No, it's not. I love going. I've been to several, and I just love being with good people.
Hmm. And well, we love having you too. So let's go back into how you got started in music, and then we're going to be talking about the Cowboy Church and when you'll be there. So, how long have you been singing?
Well, I've been singing all my life with my family, but we never did go on the road or anything. We just kind of like got together, at uh, like on Friday or Saturday night. My dad and all his friends would come over and they would uh, play instruments and we would all sing and then when we all got grown up we decided we all went our separate ways and it was me and nine other siblings. We all went our separate ways. We've done all what we wanted to do in life and then just kind of got away from singing. Once in a while, we'd meet at mom and dad's house and we would do singings. And then one Saturday night, I was sitting in Grimes, Alabama, at a little singing hall there. And this man did not know me, but he was trying to get me to sing a song. And I thought, no, you can't, I can't get up there in front of all them people. But he taught me into it, and I got up and did one song. And from that night, I was sitting on the back row. And later he came back and he said, God told me to tell you that if you don't do what he's been talking to you about doing, then he's going to give it to someone else. And I said, okay, Lord, if you want me to sing for you, you give me the boldness I need to get up there. Because when we were kids, I had 9 brothers and sisters to hide behind. So, but Daddy always said he didn't have to worry about me because I was the shortest, the fattest, and had the loudest mouth. So,
So now, where do you fit in with the 10 kids? Where do you fit in with the 10?
I'm number 8.
You're number
Number
8.
8.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I told Mike, good Lord said, go to my house and sing, and that's what I want to do. And I guess it was a couple of weeks after that, he come in and he said, are you serious about doing this? And I said, yes. And he said, well, get me the internet and I'll get you out there. And that's how we got this started. And I'm proud of Linda Senn Ministry due to the fact that my parents, if it wasn't for them raising me up in a Christian home and in church, and the good Lord gave me what I got. And, I don't go around saying I'm the best singer because I know I'm not. I just do what God wants me to do.
That's all that's
And
asked. That's all that's
that's
asked. All this. How many of your brothers and sisters are they out on the road singing like you are? Or are you the only one?
no, I'm the only one. Yes.
So you get a lot of encouragement from them.
When I do get to talk to them.
Yeah, we all got our busy lives these days, don't we?
Oh, yes, we do. Yes.
So you just travel, you go all over the country and sing.
So far, we've done Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, Georgia. That's basically the places we've covered so far.
Now, a lot of folks have needs. Well, I think every person on earth has needs. And maybe they've done something they feel shy about, maybe something they wish they hadn't done. But if you only had to pick one message, what message would that be to all the folks out in the audience?
That you need to, first of all, give your life to the Lord and do what His will in your life. And you know what His will is when you pray to Him and you listen to Him, you will know what He wants you to do. I have to do that on a daily basis because if I don't, I'm just like everybody else. I don't know what is going on in the world today. But yes, just do what the Lord wants you to do, and you'll be happy. I am. I finally listened to Him. I quit running from Him and started listening to Him.
That's the big thing. The world has changed in the past couple of years, since COVID hit. And I mean, things are just different now. Do you feel like
Yeah.
people are searching for something?
Yes, they it's the way things are today. Then nobody is sure of anything. I know that I'm the only thing I'm sure of is the good Lord's going to be there to pick me up and every time I fall. And yes, I believe they are searching to know the truth of what's what the Lord really wants from each and every one of us.
I'm hearing a lot of folks right now say, I just don't listen to the news anymore. We don't know what's true and what's, what's a lie. And so, I mean, that's the biggest thing I'm hearing out of folks. What are you hearing when you're out on the road from other people across the country?
Um,
Trump won the election. I was, I was going to say something.
I heard you. That's what I'm hearing too.
yes.
By the way, let's introduce that guy that just spoke up and said something.
Yes. This is my husband, Mike Gardner.
Oh, hello. Hadn't seen you in 3 years. Looking forward to seeing you.
Oh, me too.
Oh, yeah. But, I put Linda on the road. Through the grace of God, I got her on the road. She's shared the stage with at Loretta Lynn's ranch during the cowboy chuck wagon races. She shared the stage with Ricky and Daryl Luster, quite a few gospel artists. But what our main goal is we don't worry about what you did yesterday, what you did a long time ago. It's what you're going to do now. And that's what we try to gear our singings around. And, there's nobody that's perfect. And we know that, and God knows that. But we try to give them a sense of uplifting, that there is a different way in life than what you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what we do.
I think you're key on right there because sometimes we make mistakes and we won't forgive ourselves and then it just just kind of carries on with everything else we do. So I think that's a fantastic message.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to help her out sometimes, Donna, because she gets shy. Can you believe that?
I can't believe that. I am just not believing that at all.
She wasn't shy when she come down to the radio station.
No, she was not shy that day. And she's also not shy when she's up on the stage.
I wasn't in the hot seat that day.
There's no hot seat here. This is your show. Absolutely. So we talked a little bit about what's going on in the world. And a lot of folks, because if you listen to the media, you would think, well, I've messed up now. I'm done. I'm over. There's nothing, there's no redemption. I'm just going to live this life the way I am right now forever until I die. What would you say to that person?
If I died right now, I would be the happiest person because I know whenever I close my eyes, I'm going to open them on the other side, and I want to be with my Lord and Savior.
And,
go ahead.
And without hope, we have no tomorrow.
Thank you.
And the only way you're going to have any hope in this dying world, because we are in the end times. I mean, you can read the word and it's going to tell you we're in the end times. The only hope is Jesus Christ. And like I said before, I don't care what you've done. He don't care what you've done. Right. When you drop on your knees, I don't care if you're a cowboy. I don't care if you're a salesman. I don't care what you are. When you drop on your knees and ask Jesus into your heart, it's done. He don't remember what happened before, but he knows what's going to happen afterwards.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Linda, of the songs you're saying that you sing, what is your favorite song and why do you like it?
Oh, Lord. That's a hard one. I've got a lot of favorite songs. I've got a new one. I don't have it recorded yet. But I've been through a lot in the last 2 years with a lot of sickness and a lot of surgeries and hospital stays. And if it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't be here today. I mean, I just recently had a surgeon tell me that he was so glad he got my surgery done that morning, because if he had not done it, I wouldn't be here that afternoon. But I just I just thank the Lord I'm still here to where I can sing his songs.
Mhm.
And the new song I have is called God's Got a Plan.
By Ken Robinson.
It's by Ken Robinson. It's bluegrass. Um, I have to tell you about the night that he brought the song to me. We met at the Waffle House, and he said, I have a new song for you. So we went out to the car, and I put the CD, I put the CD in the player. And I was trying to get the words with the music. And I told him, I said, I just can't do this. And he said, oh, yeah, you can. I know you. And he said, it's kind of like a chopped up song. You have to chop your words up. And I says, okay. And I go moving around in the glove compartment. He says, what you looking for? And I said, a knife. I got to chop this up.
That's a good answer.
But he said, okay. And I told him, I said, okay, well, you sing it to me a little bit and let me see how you do it. And then I'll get an idea. Well, he did. And I didn't. Sorry, Kim, but I don't like the way you did it. But on the way home, he gave me an idea how to do it. So on the way home, which was probably about a 10-minute drive, by the time we left the Waffle House till we got home, I learned the song. And it's got a real good meaning to it. And if you ever down and out, just listen to that song. When I do get it recorded, listen to it. I'm seriously thinking about just putting that one as a single, because God's got a plan for everybody's life. And I'm glad his plan for my life was to let me live longer to do his work and bring other souls to him.
You want to sing the
And
chorus for us? Can you sing the chorus for us?
not without music. I'm horrible. I can't sing without music.
Hey, but Donnie, there's some weird things happening at the Waffle House and gospel music at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
I've heard. I've heard about that. I sure have. Can you at least tell us the words? Just to the
Oh,
chorus.
it starts out as my mind just went blank, woman.
That's okay. I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Oh, Lord. Now's the time you got to say, Lord, help me.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go into a real quick, we'll go into a real quick commercial break. We're back. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Afternoon Drive Home on IC Radio in the town of Geraldine, Alabama, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television 2 different ways. You can find us in Alabama, North Alabama, and that's on channel 182 on Charter Communications, and then World Wide Web. You can find us all over the world, not just on the web, but you can find us on television, which is on Abundant TV, found on Apple TV, Roku, and now is on Fire. Again, thank you so much for watching. I've got Linda with me right now. We just had to take a really quick commercial break so we could pay for this. You know how that is, Linda. So we can pay for this station, this show. But again, thank you so much for watching. Linda is a singer. And so I've met her and I felt like I know her because I've watched her sing on the internet. We've got, thank God for Facebook in a lot of ways. Some ways not so thankful for it, but in a lot of ways I am because we get to hear folks. And when COVID hit, it was just another avenue, another way. Talk with us, Linda, about, because you've been sick a lot. And so, a lot of folks out there are sick. COVID happened, and other things as well. So, how do you keep going when you've been sick?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
She
How do
said,
you,
how do you go?
how do you keep going?
The will of God. I mean, if it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't be able to do anything, you know. Um, but yeah, I've had some really bad sickness, and He's always been there to pick me up. Um, I just got to do what He told me to do, and I love singing. That's my favorite thing to do. Uh, when COVID hit, it was so hard for me not to go sing. Um, I spent a lot of time in my music room, uh, but it's been a challenge. And so I just told Mike recently that after my last surgery, I told him I wanted him to get me booked. I wanted to go back on the road. I just feel that I know COVID's out there, but I just feel like the Lord's gonna keep me protected. And as long as I'm doing His will, I could have COVID again. I don't want it, but I could have it.
I don't either. I had it. I have asthma. And so it
Yes,
really did a whammy on me when I got it.
yes, it did me too. I was to the point we found out like on Monday that I had it, and Wednesday night, um, Mike was trying to get me to go to the hospital, but I didn't realize that I was that bad. And so he snuck around and called my daughter, which he knew that she would get me to go. And I was on the phone with her. And as I talked with her, I could see her kneeling down next to my chair. And she said, Mama, if you don't do it for anybody else, do it for me. And I said, okay, I'll go. And we went to the hospital and they right away admitted me.
Mhm.
Um, I was terrified because I was afraid of being put on the vent,
Yeah.
and but I couldn't breathe. So I never went on the vent, but the doctor said I got there in time for them to take care of me.
Mhm.
Um, but after I was home for I think 2 or 3 weeks, my daughter didn't get here till Friday, and we were talking, and when I said, well, she was kneeling down beside my chair, and that's the only reason I went to the hospital. And Mike said, Linda, she was not here. And I said, yes, she was. And he says, no, you were on the phone with her. But, good Lord, let me see her right there, see her face, because he knew that I would go, because I wasn't planning on going. And he was just helping me out again. He would let me know this is the way what I want you to do. And I went to the hospital and I was in there for a week,
Mhm.
and it was bad.
Well,
I
something,
get,
I'm going to say something, and Mike, I don't need you to say anything, but some of us are a little bit on the stubborn side. Oh, it's killing him. I know he wants to say something. I know he does.
oh yes. But hey, at least I will admit I'm on the stubborn side. Some people don't.
Eventually,
But
eventually.
you know what? You know what, Donna? The other day I got chastised by one of her fans on Facebook because she told me that she wanted to go to back on the road. And so I put out the schedule for the next 2 months. is full. And the lady got on there and she said, Mike, you working the lady too hard, quit. I said, well, that's what she wanted. I mean, so we're going to be in North Alabama a lot.
There you go. I'm proud. So let's talk about that. So you're going to be at our church, and that's the Lookout Mountain Cowboy Church. And it's kind
Yes,
of
ma'am.
halfway between, it's real easy to find, kind of halfway between, say, Fort Payne maybe and Collinsville.
Right.
So if you like to go to Trade Day in Collinsville, what you'll do is you'll turn left where the service station is. Everybody knows where that red light is. If you went straight
Mhm.
ahead, it would take you into Trade Day. But you're going to take to the left and go up the mountain, and it's real easy to find. And so, and as a matter of fact, we're having a new church built.
That's
Wow,
what they said.
great.
They said it might be ready by the time we get there.
Oh, I hope so, because they've been, see, the rain has slowed it down. I mean, we just always had all this stuff happening. And so we're really excited about that, about being in the new church. But the first time I went to this church, you know, everybody talks about church being comfortable. You know, if it's hot
Mhm.
outside, you want the air conditioner on, or if it's cold outside, you want the heat on, you know, that kind of thing. I have never seen so many people in my life come to a church where it's so hot. And they they come every Sunday. I mean, now it feels good to me because I'm cold natured. So I'm like one of the only few people that's not fanning myself. But
Mhm.
it's I don't know, it's just there's a special love there at that church. Don Hunton is the pastor of the church. If you've ever met Don, you're gonna really look for, I mean, he is an awesome guy, and his wife is, they're just awesome people.
But now, see, when we leave your church, we've got to go up on top of Mount Eagle at Baptist Bible Church on Mount Eagle. So
Now
we're
where's
going to be in
Mount
the
Eagle
mountains.
at?
That's between Chattanooga and Nashville, up on top of the
Oh,
big mountain.
okay. All
Yeah,
right.
we're gonna be in the mountain, people, when we come to y'all. We used to live in Gaston and Atala, so
Uh-huh.
we
You
know
know,
about trade day and all that.
yeah. Just remember, turn left where that service station is instead of going straight.
I might want to go up there and buy me something from the trade day. You know what I'm saying?
Might get some mountaintop tomatoes.
That's what I want.
One place I know you want to
Anybody,
go.
anybody that's listening to this, please, if you come to church that Sunday, please come to church first of all, but bring me some tomatoes.
Yeah, the Sand Mountain tomatoes. If I've got any,
That's it.
if they're still bearing, you're
Yeah.
going to get some. You're going to get
I
some tomatoes.
love tomato sandwiches, but there's nothing like Sand Mountain tomatoes.
No, there's nothing like it. Okay, we've got less than 30 seconds. I told you time would fly. 30 seconds left. So when are you going to be here?
It'll be September the 25th, 9 a.m. At your church that morning, Lookout Mountain Cowboy Church. And then that night I will be at Bible Baptist in Mount Eagle, Tennessee.
And can you sing that last part of the song for us as you're going
Oh,
off?
I'll try.
Okay.
It starts, well, the chorus. God's got a plan. He'll see it through. There's no enemy strong enough that can stop his hand from moving for his children that he loves. Can't you see? He has it in control, and his holy word will stand. What he said, he will surely do. Don't you know? God's got a plan.
There you go, folks. We got to go. Thank you, Linda, for coming on the show today.
Thank you for
We
having
love
me.
y'all. We love Phil. Tell him we said hello.
We'll do it. Love you guys. Y'all take care. We'll see you coming soon. Bye bye. Okay, folks,
Bye-bye.
we'll be back shortly with another awesome, awesome guest as well.